Hey, what's up everyone? Johnny the Geek here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Logitech Revue. So this is the review of the review. So essentially what this is that it's a special piece of hardware here that comes with this keyboard. It was $300. I bought it off of Amazon for $300, free shipping, no tax. And essentially what it is that it's a piece of hardware made by Logitech, but it runs the Google TV. So what that is essentially, it's basically the Android OS and the same stuff that you would get on your phone, the Android powered phones, but it was specially formulated for running on top of your TV or running TV-like services, much like the Windows Home Media Center thing. So essentially this is the box right here, right? Pretty basic, simple fingerprint magnet. But on the back here, we've got the HDMI in, USB ports, IR blasters, Ethernet ports, HDMI out, a SPDIF or optical, and the power. And so essentially, what you have here is that the HDMI in is for your cable box or DVR. For that to go in, and then the IR blasters, I'll be explaining what pretty much all of this stuff does, and then of course your out, HDMI out to your TV. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to plug it in. I've already set everything up, my account. It's pretty much straightforward. It takes about 30 minutes to set up. What it is that if you don't already have a what do you call it? A Gmail account, then it'll walk you through setting up a new Gmail account. You have to have a Gmail account. It works best that way. This is a Google TV product, then keep in mind. So it also has a little fan inside to keep cool because it's running HD content. This thing does do full 1080p. Not just regular 1080p either, it's flash 1080p. It'll look at YouTube content, flash 1080p. It's $300 and it comes with this keyboard here, this fancy looking keyboard, right? That also has a trackpad right up here. Alright, so what we have here is the main home screen, and it pretty much resembles a Android phone home screen. And I'll grab my phone and I'll show you a little demo with the phone as well. But essentially what you have here is you can control the mouse with a trackpad. This bar at the bottom of it is the click button, obviously. And I don't know why they give you the right click as a separate button. I don't know why they don't just add a right click to this. This button right here underneath here is just the left click. And then this button right here is just the right click. Whatever. So essentially what you're seeing here is my queue, and it's my RSS feeds of the shows that I subscribe to, which is kind of cool. The most visited applications or sites that I use. Bookmarks, Spotlight, what they want you to see, and applications. So here's the thing. This doesn't really have a whole lot in it right now, which is the downside. It's supposed to be able to go to the marketplace, Android marketplace, just like the Android phones, and you're supposed to download apps and whatnot, but that thing isn't up and running yet. They say it's going to take, and it's going to come out until 2011, early 2011, but who knows when that's going to be. So these are some of the applications, like Gallery, for example. If I had Picasa Web and all of my pictures on Picasa Web, I could see it from here as I'm taking pictures, which is cool. Google Chrome, that's a web browser. And if I just start that up, it just brings me to my home page, which is just like a web browser. Right? And so under Q here, these are the shows that I watch, but it also, I can bring up folders, and essentially what this does is that this keyboard is is an RF device, so it's radio frequencies. I don't need a line of sight. I don't need to point it at the box. It can the box can pick this up. So the box itself has IR blasters on it, and so what it does is that it acts like a remote, much like the remote that the TV comes with. So this box takes over this remote, right? Because it has IR blasters. So it essentially goes on the internet and finds your TV brand. If you don't have the list that's already built into it, then it'll go on the internet. You type in the model number of the Alright, so let me talk about a little bit about the setup. Essentially what you do is that you go through the process of setting up the device with your hardware, and so you configure your box, you tell it what TV you have. There's a little bit of a database inside of it, but if you don't have it in there, like this TV for example was an LG, I just typed in the LG model and the model number that I found on the back, and it went on the internet and it finds the model number. So what it does is that it goes on the internet to learn the remote codes, right? So it's going to essentially replace this. This little box is going to replace the remote, and it has IR blasters, infrared blasters, just like this thing, right? That you see there. You can't see it normally, but this is what it looks like on the camera, infrared. And so what it'll do is that it blasts IR, like volume, turning on the TV, anything else, getting the menu up and whatnot. So this keyboard here controls the box through RF. So it does radio frequency. You don't need line of sight. You don't need to point it at anything. It just communicates with the box through radio frequencies. And so then the box communicates with your TV, as well as a home theater system like your AV receiver and Blu-ray players and your PS3. It communicates with all of that, and it's supposed to control all of that, which is a neat feature. So if you have all of that, it's great. If you don't, like me, I don't have all of that. I don't have an AV receiver. I don't have a PS3. So for my particular applications, not that great, because I don't have all the fancy stuff for it to control, because this is just my bedroom, and out in the living room we do have some stuff that would work great for. But anyways, another thing that this works great for is live TV. So essentially what they advertise here is that it doesn't replace your set-top box, meaning it doesn't replace your DVR, your recorder. Instead what it does is that it enhances it, it adds to it. So you have an HDMI in that you're supposed to get in from your DVR, and whatever your DVR is playing, it will output through this box, and then you get this menu, all this stuff right here, the web browser and YouTube and all these videos and Netflix streaming. You get it all on top of your live TV. So I don't have live TV. Yeah, I know, you're thinking, what the hell? You don't have live TV? Look, I can only afford internet right now, so I don't have live TV. So that's another feature that I'm lacking, that I'm not using. So for me, again, I'm not really using this to the full potential. The marketplace where to get videos is kind of limited right now. There's not a whole lot of partners. Right now there is, I think Amazon is partners with them, which they do have a lot of stuff, but there's other, and Netflix, but there's other companies out there that provide video and HD streaming and TV, like Hulu and whatnot. They're not partnered up with the Google TV yet. So I am going to have to wait on that, which is why I'm probably going to return this. Because see, for me, I don't have live TV, so it doesn't work out great for me. Doesn't have access to the marketplace yet, so I'm just, there's nothing I can really download or use. I can access all of my media that's on my computer, but there's another program that I use that does just that, and it's Boxy, which I'll have another video on for you to watch. And so pretty much that sums it all up. It's a great box. It's a great appliance. It does 1080p beautifully. It does it real nice. But essentially, it doesn't have a whole lot shipped with it. And I can't get a whole lot of other stuff too. I mean, getting the web browser, checking my emails and stuff from the comfort of my bed, yeah, that's cool. But I have my computer sitting right next to me right here, which I also have plugged in here, and I can already do that. So, you know, for the bedroom, not so great. Maybe for the living room, it would work awesome. But I'm going to return this, and I'm going to continue running Boxy on my system. So watch the other video that I have on Boxy, and I'll pretty much tell you why. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Yeah, so that's pretty much the quick review. I may actually end up buying this keyboard, because you could buy the keyboard by itself, which is $100 without the box here. This box is $200. You could buy the box by itself for $200, and then buy this for $100. But I bought the package deal for $300 right when it came out. So definitely that's something that you want to check out. Thanks for watching. Johnny the Geek out. Peace. Alright, so here's a demo that I'm going to show now with my Android phone, right? And now my TV is off, as you can tell by the little red light there. And what I'm going to do now is load up the Harmony remote, because the technology that's in these device, in the Revue device, it's all powered by Harmony, right? So now this is the remote app for the Android, and I'm going to click on power on, and there's my TV powering on. And that's a pretty cool feature there. There's volume up, oops, volume up, down, volume up, and you can see that my volume is changing. And then there's menu and bookmark and page up, all these other AV mode, energy saving, pretty much everything that you see on here, but on here, and also on the keyboard here. So another cool feature that I'm going to show, actually let me go back into the Harmony remote and turn off my TV. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a YouTube video. I'm just going to play some video, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to bring up the menu system and go to share. And now I'm going to share it by Harmony remote. It turns on my TV. And it starts playing the video. And I can bring up played in 720.